Hi guys, Chantel here from Two Hearts and Roof, and thanks for clicking on this video. I was also tagged to do this by Hayley from Sparkles and Stretch Marks, so I will pop her video in the iCard up here or in the box below, or both. I'll see what I can do. Her answers are great. I have checked out her video obviously, so thanks very much for the tag, Hayley. She also tagged a load of other vloggers, so go check out theirs as well. So I've got the questions on my phone, obviously. And there'll also be the questions in the box below in case anybody else fancies doing this Christmas tag. So, on with the questions. Okay, question number 1 is, what is your favourite Christmas film? I find this really hard because I love Christmas films in general, just like all the Christmas films. So I love Elf, obviously. I love Home Alone. I love Miracle on 34th Street. I love Arthur Christmas. That is a greatly underrated animated Christmas film. Arthur Christmas is awesome. So yeah, those are my top ones. I also like Hallmark movies. Any of the Hallmark Christmas movies. Yes, they're cheesy and predictable, but they're really nice. Question number 2. Do you have a favourite Christmas song? Again, I like lots of Christmas songs, but I think my favourite is Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues. That song's just a classic and I love hearing it. Question number 3. When do you put up your Christmas tree? Now, before Elian arrived, me and John were always working in like the pub trade before we moved home, and literally the Christmas tree would go up like a week before Christmas if we were lucky because we were so busy. But now that we've got him and we aren't working in the pub trade anymore, I make sure it goes up on the 1st of December. I like it going up on the 1st. Also, it's really good for Vlogmas. So yeah, the 1st of December usually is, if we've got time, if we're not working, that's when it goes up. Question number 4. Do you peek at gifts or do you like a surprise? This is kind of a funny one. Me and John are very, very bad at surprises for each other. We can't keep a secret from each other. We are rubbish at it. So we don't do surprises. When I was younger, I used to peek at Christmas presents that my parents bought. I'm very good at finding them. My mum knows that I used to do this, so she's not going to be surprised. Which is why she wraps everything really early, as soon as she's got it, before she sends it off to Santa. She wraps it all. So I wasn't able to kind of see what it was. So yeah, I'm not good at surprises, so I definitely peek at Christmas presents. Sorry. Question number 5. Who would you like to kiss under the mistletoe? Just my hubby. Is that allowed? Just John? And Elian, obviously. Helen and John. I don't do celebrity crushes, sorry. Not really my thing. Question number 6. Do you have any Christmas traditions? I think when we were kids with my parents, we never really did have traditions as such, other than putting up the Christmas tree with Christmas music playing, that kind of thing. But me and John, we do Elf on the Shelf now. Elian has his Elvis the Elf, which no doubt you'll have already seen a few times in the videos this month. I've got a Christmas Eve box that we have that is tradition. I'm trying to introduce like a few other little ones that we can carry on. I think Longleat Safari Park, going to see the Festival of Lights every year, will become a tradition because we did it this year. The vlog is up here and it is beautiful. It's such a nice day out, so I think we will probably make that a tradition that we will go see it. The next question, what will you be wearing on Christmas Day? I can show you guys. Ta-da! Okay, I can't get it all in one frame. I just bought a new dress. So I will be wearing this on Christmas Day. Look at the mum. Little Christmas village going on. So I shall be wearing that. It's only off Amazon. It was like £15 or something. And I'll put my big white crinoline underneath it so it's all puffy. But usually we just wear, if we've been bought any clothes at Christmas time as Christmas presents that are suitable for the day and they fit, then we'll usually wear that. But I bought that dress because I thought I really like it, so I'm going to wear that. Okay, next question. What does Christmas Day look like? Christmas Day it used to be a lot busier, it's not quite as bad now. So on Christmas Eve we have dinner with John's father and his stepmother and their family. So there's like 15 of us, I think now. I think it's about 15 of us. So we have big Christmas dinner. We have a table going right through their kitchen, through their conservatory with everybody sitting on. And we all have Christmas dinner together on Christmas Eve and exchange. We do a Secret Santa with all of like the grown-up kids and their partners. We all do Secret Santa, and obviously the kids get Christmas presents. And then Christmas Eve we sleep at my parents'. Even though we only live 10 minutes away from both sets of parents, we sleep Christmas Eve at my parents'. My dad is working days this year, which sucks, so that's a bit rubbish. So we do Christmas Eve there, and we wake up Christmas morning there. We will have, usually we have like chocolate with croissants and something nice for breakfast, or bacon sandwiches. Depends what we fancy, so bacon sandwiches probably this year. And then we stay at my parents', open all the presents, have Christmas dinner, and then in the evening usually we will go back up to John's dad's to see them just on Christmas Day, so they get to see Elian for an hour or so. Then it's back to my parents' house and just relax, watching some Christmas movies usually, or Christmas TV special kind of things, and just chill. And then we will stay there Christmas night, and then usually we come back home on Boxing Day. But we do a bit of like visiting friends, or friends come to visit us on Boxing Day, so we quite often see my best friend Lindsay and her husband and their 2 kids on Boxing Day, and then we see my friend Heather the day after Boxing Day usually. But it just kind of depends where people are. So that's cute, kind of our Christmas. Do you have any Christmas disasters? I honestly don't think we've had any real disasters that I can think of, that I remember. So I don't think there's been anything like major. We've never like burnt the turkey or set the house on fire, or we did go for Christmas up in Scotland one year, and my mum had couriered up 2 suitcases full of gifts, and we arrived about 3 days before Christmas, and the gifts should have gotten there before us, and they hadn't. So my mum's frantically trying to track down these parcels. Obviously things start closing at Christmas time as well. She's stressing out because a lot of the gifts haven't arrived, and literally Christmas Eve my aunt's neighbour knocked on the door and said, "Oh, we've got 2 big parcels for you that came last week." The stress my parents went through that year. They hadn't put a slip in to my aunts to say that they'd been delivered to the neighbours, and the neighbours hadn't bothered coming over for almost an entire week to tell us that there were 2 huge parcels. They weren't like little ones, they were massive suitcases, like huge suitcases wrapped up, and just before Christmas as well. You'd think people would assume that they were gifts. So yeah, but it wasn't a disaster, it was just a lot of stress. A lot of stress was happening that year. Okay, next question. What would you like for Christmas? I've made it really difficult this year because there's very little I want or need that I've asked for. Usually I can make a little list and it makes it easier for everybody buying gifts, but I don't know whether it was doing the KonMari stuff, but I don't want stuff. There's very little stuff that I would like. I've said I don't really need any more clothes. I've got more than enough clothes or shoes or jewellery or smellies. So yeah, I've been a bit difficult. I will probably get all those things anyway because my mum just loves Christmas and she buys all year for it, and she goes well over the top, which you will probably see when I do a Christmas Day vlog. But she just loves Christmas. She's a very, very Christmassy person. She loves giving gifts. So yeah, I've made it difficult because I haven't really done much of a list this year for people to buy off. Off John, I am getting a Pandora style bead that actually has breast milk in it and a lock of Elliot's hair, which might sound crazy to some people, but if you're a breastfeeder, maybe it doesn't sound quite so crazy. There is a company, oh, I forgot which one I've had it from. I think it's Mom's Own Milk or Mama's Milk. I'll put a link in the box below to it anyway in case anybody is looking for something similar. But it's a Pandora style bead and it's made with resin, and they inject breast milk into the central part of it. So it technically like fossilizes it in resin. And then they lay the hair lock in it. And also, because I've made it past a year, I'm having gold flakes put in it. I've actually made it past 18 months now. But I rathered the gold flakes to the silver glitter, so that's what we're doing. The only other things I've asked for is I'm getting a ring light, so it's easier for me to film these kinds of things. At the moment I've got LED panels reflecting off the wall, so I'm getting a ring light. I've asked for a on-camera mic. You can see there's a theme here. And I've asked for a magazine subscription to a new magazine I've found. I've kind of stopped reading fashion magazines or any sort of like pop culture type stuff. I've stopped reading them. So now I'm reading this. The Simple Things. I've got this one, and then there's another one called In the Moment. So I've asked if I could have a subscription to this magazine for Christmas. And that's all I've asked for. Just 4 things. So I don't know what else I'm going to get, because there wasn't anything else that I really wanted. Next question. What has been your highlight of 2017? That's hard. That's a hard question, because not much can top 2016 when I had Elian, obviously. So highlight for this year, I've really enjoyed getting into YouTube, properly doing YouTube, capturing some like proper family memories and everything. Going to San Francisco and California for a holiday to visit John's grandparents and taking Elian was probably my highlight. I absolutely loved it. We had such a lovely time out there. I've not really explored a lot of America. I've only been out once before that. I've only been out to Cincinnati for John's uncle's wedding. That's the only time I've been out to America. So I haven't really seen a lot of the country. So it was nice for me to be able to, I went to California and then we spent 2 days in San Francisco as well. And it was lovely. It was really nice. It was nice spending some quality time with his grandparents, because we've never been able to do that before. Because it's always just been, they came over for our wedding, so we got to see them for like 3 days then. And Chris came over before Elian was born, so I only got to see her like for a day then. So it's kind of not been, we've not got to spend quality time with them, so that's probably the highlight. And that he got to spend quality time with Elian. It was really nice, like going out to dinner and taking him to like museum and things like that. So I really enjoyed that. That's probably the highlight. And the fact that I did film most of it, so I've got those memories, those vlogs already done, is really lovely. So yeah, I'd say that was probably the highlight of 2017. I don't know what 2018 is going to bring to top it, to be honest. Last question. Will you be making any resolutions for 2018? Oh, I'm not very good at resolutions, if I'm honest. It's gonna sound so cliched, but I do want to start getting my healthy eating back on track. It has gone way off track, way. I had to finish Slimming World because I couldn't dedicate the time to it, and making class and things like that just weren't working out. So I did have to finish Slimming World. I have regained some of the weight, which is annoying, but I would like to get back on track with that in the new year. It's just very time sensitive for us because we are so busy with wedding season and stuff like that, so it needs to kind of be before wedding season hits again. Other resolutions, we still need to minimise more in our house. Definitely still need to minimise. Get the clutter gone. My KonMaries are going really, really well, but obviously I have stopped for December because I haven't got time to do them. I will pop some links up here to the KonMaries and things that I have done. It's getting there. It's getting there slowly. I really want to finish decluttering the house, get it down to as minimal amount of stuff as we can, and for 2018 bring less stuff in. Definitely bring less objects into our house, just to make life a little bit easier, a little bit pared back. You don't need so much stuff. So that's probably going to be a resolution that we make. And to finish, not finish decorating our house, because I can't really say you ever finish decorating our house, but to get it to a point where we're happy with. Because we've just done the big office move, that's something else that's changed. So we've had to take out all our desk and move it all, which has left the back of the living room looking quite bad at the moment because the wall isn't painted properly because it was all behind a desk at the time, so it didn't really matter. And there's just stuff that needs sorting. There's still stuff in Elliot's bedroom that hasn't been finished, and I really want that done at the beginning of next year, really. So that's it. I am not going to tag anybody in this, so give us a nice big thumbs up, hit subscribe to join the Two Hearts family, leave us a comment, answer some of my questions. Tell me what your favourite film is or favourite song, or what you'll want for Christmas for this year. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!